Welcome back to the channel. Monica Louv here at the Love Messages. So today we're going to be doing your reading for the month of January. Now this is going to be a general reading, so it may resonate with you, it may not. If it does resonate with you, there will be a link in the description box for the extended. So Taurus, in this reading, I'm going to be taking a look at past, present, and future for you. I'm going to clarify the cards and pull some advice. Okay, so your biggest challenge for the month of January is the Hermit. And what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, you have the Fool upright, okay? So your biggest challenge for the month of January has a lot to do with the Hermit. This is Virgo energy, okay? You could have a rising Virgo, a moon Virgo. There's definitely something here in your life right now, Taurus, where there's a lot of this thinking, going within, trying to make sense of what's happening in your life right now. And that's okay. The challenge here is to give yourself that time to really go within and see if you're okay. There could be a lot of this rushing around, going here, doing this, doing that. But I think your biggest challenge has a lot to do with not forgetting to truly go within and take that time for yourself. Okay. That means checking in with yourself, making sure you're okay, making sure that you're just going within and really trying to make sense of those feelings and things that are going on inside. And of course, we're going to clarify the Hermit, and we're going to get more information on that in a moment. Now, in the recent past, you have the Page of Wands, you have the Chariot, and you have the Knight of Wands. So I feel like in the recent past, a lot of you may have decided to move into a completely new direction here. And you may have said to yourself, I don't care what I need to do. I don't care what I need to do. I just want to move forward. I want to move into a new direction. I want to do something new. And I feel like in the past, you took that action, okay? No matter what, you decided here in the past, you said to yourself, I don't want to be stuck in this situation. There's something here about feeling stuck or feeling like something here just wasn't working. Maybe certain things in your life were drying up. Things weren't really functioning the way that you wanted them to. But you had an opportunity here to make a plan, to move into a new direction, and to take action. And that's what a lot of you decided to do here in the past. And we'll find out more information about that when we clarify. Now, in the present moment, you have the Four of Swords, you have the Magician, and you have the Ten of Swords. So something here in the present moment is finally coming to an end. I feel like you are at a point in your life where things have been really chaotic for you, but something here has finally come to an end, and you're finally able to energetically be in this place of healing, resting, focusing on your well-being. This is something that I feel like you're doing at this time. You have the Magician as well too here. So you're manifesting, creating with your mind the things that you want after this ending. Something here has painfully caused an ending for you. But here's the thing that you have to realize about the situation is there's only up from here. That's what I'm hearing for you. I'm hearing there's only up from here. You're only going to move to the next level. Now is what's happening for you. Now, of course, with the Magician here, you're manifesting something, okay, after this ending, and it's leading to this process of you to being able to finally heal, okay, because things have been I'm really strongly getting for you, something here was very chaotic, and it's finally come to an end, and now you're finally able to restore that energy that you have within yourself. Okay. Now in the near future, you have the Hierophant, the Seven of Wands, and you have the Three of Swords. So in the near future for you, I do feel something happens here that causes you some sort of pain, but it's a lesson. And this lesson is going to teach you how to have more values, more boundaries, and more expectations for yourself. There's something here about a commitment or a marriage that you're involved in. And I feel like when it doesn't match up to what you wanted or what you expected, you start to create some sort of boundaries or expectations, values for yourself, okay? There's something here about expectations, standards, more or less. Okay. Seven of Wands is my standards card. It's my card of, these are my expectations for this situation. Because if we don't have boundaries, if we don't have values, if we don't have certain expectations within our connection, then what it leads to is it leads to some sort of disappointment. And this is something that you're learning at this time. Now, of course, because you're watching this reading now, it's going to prepare you for this so that you can avoid any disappointments, really, because the Three of Swords is a card of disappointment. It's a card of pain. It's a card of feeling like something here just simply, is unfair, possibly. And we're going to find out more about this when we clarify for you. What you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, you have the Fool. So new direction, you're definitely what you don't see coming, whether you're doing this now or you're in the process of doing it. After a very painful ending and a very difficult, burdensome situation that you definitely found yourself out of, or you're finding your way out of, it's going to possibly require you to take a leap of faith to start something new. And some of you are doing something new that you don't know where it's going to take you. You don't know what's going to happen. It's a big question mark here. It's like, well, what's going to happen? Should I take this leap of faith? What if it doesn't work out? What if it fails? But I think one of the things that's helping you to move into this new direction is the fact that you have nothing to lose. There's something in your life that came to an end. There's something in your life that has been very difficult, and it's going to, in a way, push you outside of your comfort zone to actually have some sort of brand new beginning. Okay. So we're going to see how this all ties up into your reading. Let's get into your reading. Let's clarify everything, and let's see what's going on for you. Okay, we're going to clarify your challenge. Okay, bottom of the deck, you have the Seven of Pentacles. So the Seven of Pentacles, in terms of what you don't see coming when it comes to this challenge, is the more you reevaluate your life, which is what your challenge is all about. It's all about going within, looking at your life, looking at certain things in your life, and really asking yourself, how can I change the things that are connected to my past and make them better? When we look at your astrology chart, if you're a rising Taurus, and I always talk about the rising sign because the rising sign makes up the astrological chart. So if you're a rising Taurus, Mars is the ruler of your 12th house, and it's retrograding in Cancer. So there's definitely something here about your thoughts, your communication, and your past. Okay. So there's something here that, you're internalizing or you're trying to make sense of here. This could be financial because the Ten of Pentacles is here with the Sun. What's coming to light for you is how important your financial situation is at this time. Improving your financial situation, finding and making a plan for your financial situation. Some of you are starting something new here, okay, with the Page of Pentacles, the Page of Cups. And there could be an offer that comes in for you unexpectedly that is connected to your financial situation. I feel like what's challenging for you is not to overthink this situation, because when you least expect it, an opportunity comes in. It's one that is very unconventional. It's one that you're not used to, but it's going to lead to a lot of happiness for you. So some of you may decide to take a leap of faith when it comes to your financial situation. And this leap of faith that you may decide to take can lead to a lot of abundance. So your challenge here is not to overthink something, but be open to the opportunity that is being presented to you with the Page of Cups, because it can actually lead to something that you've always wanted. Okay, something that's going to make you extremely happy. Now let's talk about the recent past. Let's clarify all the cards. Okay, So let's start off with the Page of Wands. Moving into a new direction or planning to make some sort of move here in the past is what I feel like you were doing. You have the Ace of Wands, the King of Swords, and the Nine of Swords. Something here caused you a lot of anxiety, a lot of stress, a lot of anxiety. I think there was a point in time in your life where you said to yourself, I really need to think about this situation. I need to get serious about it. The King of Swords for me is my serious card. And when it shows up, it's really indicating that there's definitely something here that needs to change. I do feel with the Nine of Swords, this anxiety and stress that was caused for you pushed you into some sort of new direction. And many of you decided to have a passionate new beginning here in the past. You have the Chariot as well, which is clarified by the Judgment. You have the Five of Pentacles and you have the Queen of Swords. So for many of you in the recent past, you came to this realization that it was time to abandon something. Okay. Now I feel like this could have been you or someone else, but I feel like this is you. You abandoned something here that was no longer working for you. It could have been a job, a relationship, a home situation, a friendship, possibly. You just came to this realization that what was really important to you was your ability to free yourself from something here that just didn't serve you anymore. And as a result of that, Taurus, you ended up taking action with the Knight of Wands. And this action that you decided to take really helped you to feel independent. Nine of Pentacles, the Nine of Cups, and you have the Two of Cups. So in the recent past, this could have been a relationship that you decided to disconnect from, or this could have been a relationship that you decided to join. Okay. And this relationship that you decided to join here in the recent past led to a lot of happiness and satisfaction for you, is what I'm getting. Okay. But I think majority of you ended up going from being single into a relationship, or being on your own into a relationship that brought a lot of happiness and satisfaction for you in the past. Now let's talk about, and at the bottom of the deck, you have the Wheel of Fortune in the past. So there was some sort of opportunity that showed up for you in the recent past. Let's clarify the present moment for you. Let's see what's going on. Okay, so in the present moment, you have the Four of Swords, and the Four of Swords is clarified by the Two of Wands. You have the Moon and you have the Chariot. So in the present moment, something in your life, Taurus, has been very difficult. Okay, it's been really, really difficult. Whatever it is that you're involved in, it's been extremely difficult. The Moon is here as well. So there's a lot of uncertainty about this situation that you've been involved in. I do feel one of the things that you could be doing, and this is confirmation for many of you, a lot of you may decide that it's time to completely move into a new direction, okay? And this new direction that you're deciding to move into, I do strongly feel has a lot to do with your healing process, okay? So if you have been going through a very difficult situation, there's been a lot of uncertainty connected to this difficult situation. By you moving into a new direction, or by you taking action and moving forward, it's really going to help you to heal, and it's going to help you to get out of this place or situation that's been very difficult for you. So you right now are in the process of moving forward. Okay. You don't know where it's going to take you. You don't know how it's going to benefit you, but you have a feeling that by you moving forward, it's going to help you to process your emotions and really get back to this place of feeling grounded again. You have the Magician here as well. So you're creating and you're manifesting something great for yourself. Three of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Devil. So you are celebrating, okay? Some of you are celebrating in the present moment a change. And by the way, this change that's happening in your life in the present moment, it's pure luck. You were very lucky to have or create this opportunity in your life in the present moment. Now, the Devil is here as well. So there also could be something here that you're trying to remove yourself from or disconnect yourself from that's been extremely toxic. Now, if you have moved away from a toxic situation, I see you celebrating and I see you being very happy because something is finally working out in your favor. You have the 10 of Swords as well. So something is coming to an end. It's been very painful for you, but you're taking the necessary steps to accept the fact that something here is over and done. You have the 6 of Cups as well. So something here from your past is coming to an end, or you're choosing to disconnect from your past. Some of you are disappointed with a specific person in your life who has been rejecting you or ignoring you. And this is also why something here is coming to an end. Now, this could be you ignoring this person or this person simply ignoring you. But I feel like this situation is coming to an end for the very fact that you're tired of being involved in something here that no longer serves you, which is connected to your past. And that's why it's coming to an end. And there's a new opportunity coming in for you. Okay. So this is what I'm seeing for you in the present moment. Now, in the near future, you have the Hierophant, you have the 7 of Wands, and you have the 3 of Swords. You have the Fool that popped out. So there's a new beginning. And of course, the Fool is here in terms of what you don't see coming. Something here is done. Okay. This is what you realize in the near future. It caused you a lot of pain. And you may be deciding to set some sort of boundaries here in the near future when it comes to a certain relationship or a certain person. I feel like this has a lot to do with a commitment that you're involved in. You have the strength. So your message here in the near future is to gather and find all the inner strength to overcome a very challenging situation. With Mars retrograde right now in Cancer, it's a very passive energy. There's a lot of passive aggressiveness. There's definitely issues that are being internalized that need to be resolved for all of us, I feel. So this could have a lot to do with some sort of major change that's coming in for you. You have the you have the Hierophant here. The Hierophant is all about a commitment that you are involved in. I feel this commitment that you're involved in has a lot to do with getting clear on what the next steps are involving this commitment. Now, there is this energy here in the near future with the Ace of Swords that you're finally going to be able to get clear on what it's going to take for you to get back to this place of feeling truly connected to yourself, because I feel like in the near future, what you're feeling is a lot of you are feeling disconnected from yourself. There's some sort of painful event or situation that takes place that forces you to create some sort of boundaries, that forces you to create some sort of barrier around yourself, because a lot of you are tired of feeling hurt. You don't want to feel hurt anymore. These boundaries that you create for yourself, you have the 7 of Wands, which is my value card. It's my card of saying enough is enough, standing your ground, not giving up in a difficult situation. There's a conflict here in the near future. And this conflict that takes place really creates a lot of uncertainty for you in a commitment that you're involved in. This could be a marriage, a commitment. The commitment doesn't have to be romantic, but for majority of you, it is a romantic situation. Okay. It could be a job situation. You are reevaluating here in the near future about whether or not this commitment you're involved in is truly worth your energy and time. This conflict that takes place in the near future is one that is going to require you to be open to getting clear on what you want in the future. Because if you're not clear on what you want in the future, this is why this conflict shows up. Okay. Being afraid to really express how you truly feel about a situation is something that you should avoid. You should be open to expressing how you feel about the situation to avoid the conflict and avoid the confusion, to create some sort of clarity in the near future. And as a result of that, you have the 3 of Swords. So some sort of painful situation or event is a lesson for you to really do things differently the next time around. You have the 7 of Wands again, the Queen of Cups, and the King of Cups. There's love here. There's a very strong connection here, but I think within this connection, there needs to be boundaries. There needs to be clear expectations when it comes to you and this person, because if one of you has an expectation that isn't connected to what the other one wants, this is where the misunderstanding shows up for you. you. And this is what creates some sort of pain. So to avoid all of this, it's very important that you get clear on what you want with this person and the vision that you have for the future with them, which is going to be able to bring some sort of reliance to this connection instead of the pain that is resulting from the conflict here, okay? And as a result of that, you're moving into a completely new direction after an ending, or if it's not a complete ending, it's a transformation and change that's taking place for you. And this is something that you need to prepare for. So let's get some advice for you, Taurus. What's the advice? Okay, your biggest piece of advice, Taurus, is the 10 of Wands, the Death, and the Sun. Your biggest piece of advice here is, hopefully you're ready for it. Your biggest piece of advice here is to recognize the difficulties in your life and ask yourself, why is the things in my life difficult? Why are these things in my life difficult? Why is this showing up for me? How can I soften my load? How can I soften my burden? Because there's something in your life that's been extremely difficult, and it's okay to ask for help. Okay, this is what the 10 of Wands is about. This is something that oftentimes we don't talk about. We don't talk about the fact that it's okay to ask for help. You know, if you're finding that your situation is difficult, if something isn't working out the way that you want it to, ask for help. In order for this situation in your life, this difficult situation to come to an end, to transform and change for the better, it's important that you look for solutions. The Sun is a solution card. It's a card of hope. It's a card of light. It's a card of warmth. So the Sun essentially here is a solution card. And your biggest piece of advice here is not just to look at the fact that something here is coming to an end and that it needs to come to an end, but rather, what are the steps that you can take today to A, ask for help, to B, find the light at the end of the tunnel, which means looking and being open to the solutions, and most importantly, recognizing that life is constant. Life doesn't just end, okay? Things don't just end because they become difficult. It's time to adapt, okay? And this is something that a lot of you may have difficulty with because you're such you're not such, but you are a fixed sign. You are somebody who likes the way things are. Change is not something that Taurus typically likes. Now, of course, you can be a Taurus that does like change, but majority of the Taurus energy is a fixed energy. And with the Sun transiting in Capricorn, you have the opportunity to be open to seeing these changes. As we move closer into Aquarius season, things are going to become more difficult. So as you see the difficulties arising in your life, recognize what are the steps that you can take to transform these difficulties into easier ways of doing things by finding the solution. Are there people out there that can help you? Are you open to cooperating with certain situations and people to get out of this situation? And if you are, that is what's going to lead to the happiness that you seek. It's just a matter of being open to it. Okay. So Taurus, this is what I have for you. I hope this reading helped. Thanks so much for tuning in, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.